Hi, today we're going to be talking about two things. First is automatic prompt engineering, and then we're going to be talking about ReAct. And this is not the front-end framework for those who know what ReAct front-end framework is. So let's get started. What is automatic prompt engineering? This paper that's called Large Language Models Are Human-Level Prompt Engineers talks about how you can use large language models such as ChatGPT to be able to create prompts. So let them create their own prompts by themselves ultimately. So the idea proposed here is that you use the large language model as an inference engine. And what we mean by that is that you give it an example such as Professor Smith was given the following instructions. And then you give a sample set of instructions. And then based on that, let it propose what should be inserted here. And then it can start inserting different options. And then you can score these options again using large language model. You can also use what we call resampling model, which means that given these samples, choose or give other variations, and then you can start testing these variations. Now, this is a little bit complex, but you can use it in your day-to-day prompt engineering by, for example, if you have a prompt that you've written and it's not quite getting what you want from as output or as outcome, you can do something like, generate a variation of the following instruction while keeping the semantic meaning and give the instruction. ChatGPT will come up with different prompts for you, and then you can start testing them out. So again, this iterative approach. Another way I usually use this is, how we see online top 10 prompt engineering prompts or the best 100 prompts ever and all these other things that are not really very accurate. Why not use some of these, take them, and then add your own context to them, and then give it back to ChatGPT to create a prompt for you. And then you can start testing these different prompts out. Now, what is ReAct? So ReAct is a framework that was introduced in this paper called ReAct, Synergizing Reasoning and Acting in Language Models. And ReAct stands for Reasoning and Acting. The idea behind it is that you interleave reasoning and task-specific actions together to provide a continuous flow of thought, really. So let me explain this further and why it's so important. So the idea behind ReAct is the base where things like AutoGPT and BabyAGI utilized to create these platforms. So it's this thing that enables you to give really brains to ChatGPT. So let's take an example here. So I have here, I need to search Apple Remote and find the program it was originally designed to interact with. So the action is search Apple Remote. And this is something very unique about ReAct, that it always assumes that there is external sources as well. So it's not just about taking the knowledge that ChatGPT already has, but it's also augmenting it with external sources such as search, for example, here. And then it says the Apple Remote is a remote control introduced in October and so on. And then based on that observation, it starts thinking again and saying Apple Remote was originally designed to control the front row media center. And then it searches for front row. When it can't find anything, it starts again rethinking based on the observation that it couldn't find anything. So it starts thinking of other things like front row and then between brackets software, and starts searching for that until it finds the actual answer. And that's really the whole idea of ReAct. It's that continuous interleaving between tasks and observations, and then based on that, taking action. Now I'm going to jump to a different example of this, and this is really combining chain of thought and ReAct. So this is using LangChain, and this is actually one of their examples. So you'll see here, I need to find out who Leo DiCaprio's girlfriend is, and then calculate her age raised to the 0.43 power. Now, the idea of ReAct is based on how we as humans think of breaking down tasks. So if I were given this task, what would I do? The first thing is, I need to know who Leo DiCaprio's girlfriend is. Next, I need to find out her age. And then I need to use a calculator to multiply that age or power that age by 0.43, because I can't do that in my head. So in order to do that, I first need to search. And that's exactly what ReAct does as well. It searches for Leo DiCaprio's girlfriend. So it finds out the observation is it's Camilla Maroon. And then I need to find out Camilla Maroon's age. Again, use a search to find her age. And then I need to calculate 25 raised to the power of 0.43. And this uses a calculator. And this is where this idea of action and reasoning together work really well. So it was able to find out the answer for this question. And this is what agents are based on. This is what AutoGPT and BabyAGI is based on. That's why it's really important to understand the concept. It does require coding to start using such concepts, but it's important to understand how they work, how that reasoning and action work and coincide together to create something far more powerful. Finally, thank you for watching today's video. Next video is going to be the final video, and we're going to talk about where do you continue from there. I'll give you different options. If you want to really focus on prompt engineering, what should you do? If you want to go into more technical capabilities, what should you do? And we'll go from there. Thank you for watching.